Good evening, everybody. Boy, I'm frustrated. I've got two. I don't know why everything's got to be hard, but it does. I've got three different places banging against each other. I couldn't get my procedure this morning because something they didn't tell me all of a sudden popped up. They wanted my medical cab guy, to not get any pay for 8 hours. I said, oh, are you going to be there for 6 hours afterwards? And they said, no, I'm not. I got to make money. And nobody told me that. So, it all got canceled. I guess I know Dale's going to take me, and I got to give him money the 27th. Not this Wednesday, or next Wednesday, the following Wednesday. He's going to do it. He said, I'll do it. I'm just going to leave the VA out of it. Because all I want to do is get well. Leave the VA out of it, leave the medical cab out of it, and all this other stuff. I just want to get it done. And really figure out what I'm dealing with. And then I just turned on the news and yes, they came to a verdict in the Jason Meade trial, police officer and the family. The guy he shot who only had a Subway sandwich in his hand. And the police union is pissed off. They're pissed off. They're saying, like, this is a disrespect by the city. And you're not doing the right thing. And, well, look, you cannot shoot a boy, a young man, barely an adult, who's walking down the damn road with a Subway sandwich. I can't believe they found him not guilty. And this is a retrial. Well, I kind of agree with this. I agree with it. There was no gun. What gun? There was a Subway sandwich in the guy's hand. You have to be competent enough to realize the guy is walking down the road with a sandwich and don't shoot him. But they didn't. It's very unusual that police lose a case, but this is one of those that, a guy's just got a Subway sandwich in his hand. Yeah, he's blowing somebody away, like you feel threatened, like there's a gun. I understand this makes the police department and the police union and sheriffs and deputies and everything look bad, but hey, justice was served, right? How would you like if your son or daughter was walking down the road and stopped at the corner sandwich mart and had a sandwich in her hand and no gun, and some cop blew you away? You know, they didn't find him guilty of murder. I think it was a mistake. I think it was a tragic mistake, but I think it was a mistake. From all I know about this, I don't think he intentionally, well, he just rushed to judgment and didn't look what he had in his hand and just shot. That's what I think. Which the police union is angry. What you gotta do what's right. Say. And he, guy, spokesman of the police union, the head of the police union, was like, "Oh, I guess you just don't want any police anymore. How about we just don't respond to any calls or anything?" No, that's not what we're saying. We just want professionals handling it. That's what we want. And we want people to know before they're doing it. Maybe the car was too far back when he stopped him and didn't realize it was. I think it was a mistake somewhere along the line. Because a normal, rational person, police, or I don't believe in that. Any person is not going to shoot somebody like they're threatening them with a Subway sandwich in their hand. Just saying. He wasn't found guilty of murder. It's probably about a 5-year charge, I imagine. 3rd-degree unintentional homicide. Maybe less than that. So anyway, I hope everybody's whole. That's how I feel about things. You know, if you take that type of responsibility on to be a police officer, you better be sure you're right. And I understand some things can happen so fast, you don't even know what hit you. And stupid shit. But he was just walking down the road with a sandwich. He was a kid. And I figured that this would happen this way. Anyway, I've had a pretty, well, frustrating, but it's going to be okay day. And that's what's going on. Everybody have a good day.